Greetings. Welcome back. This is Sports Chat with Nat with Master T. How y'all doing?
Hey, y'all.
Listen, thank y'all so much. We found some old videos and we put them up. Thank you for watching them. But what we need you to do before you forget, hit the like and subscribe button.
Click. Like. Heart.
We getting ready for the broadcast live for the Super Bowl, and we got some questions for you. But here we go. This is divisional. This is a championship, division championship, conference championship.
One more week. I'm like excited and sad all at the same time.
Listen, it happened so fast. I know their bodies ain't saying it happened fast, but it happened fast. But look, we got a quick recap of what done happened since we last saw y'all, where we thought the Houston's was gonna do something with the Ravens.
Pause. Not we.
You. Well, I wasn't the only person in the country that thought they might show up, but they came out there.
And they did. They came up a fight.
Baltimore let them look cute a little while, but then they ran them right out the stadium. And the Packers, let me tell y'all something. Them 49ers is by the hair of their chin. By the hair of their chin are they in. So
that is true. They should have used Christian McCaffrey more. They didn't use him as much as they was supposed to, and they just was looking a little. You think he's hurt?
Undercover hurt a little bit. And of course Debo went out. And the Chiefs and the Bills. Listen.
The Chiefs are also in playoffs again at the divisional, conference championship by their chin too. Yeah. Although Travis Kelce, for the first time out of all season, he had his best game with 75 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 receptions. I don't know how to take that, but
he's gonna need all of that because they're going to.
He's gonna need all of that and more.
They're going against the Ravens on Sunday at 3:00 in Baltimore. Now, listen, I told y'all before, when people come to Baltimore, I believe they got people at the airport scaring these folks when they get off the plane. Now, I don't know how scared Kansas City gonna be, but they done ran everybody else out their stadium. Now, what I did discover in my research and preparation.
What you find, Miss Natalie?
How many points have they allowed in the playoffs?
13. 10? I was going to say 13.
10. 10. The Ravens have only allowed 10.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, they still the number 1 defense. Now, Kansas City has come alive, and their defense is doing some mighty things. However,
not with their offense.
The Baltimore Ravens, listen, them boys is on it. They tackling, they sacking, they covering the receivers. They doing it all. They are doing it all. Then let me go back. I got a whole, wait a minute, let me make sure. Ravens, they came in the postseason, number 4 offense, number 4 scoring offense, number 1 scoring defense. They enter with the highest point differential. They've outscored their opponents 203 points.
Wow. Look at
that. They tied for the NFL lead in turnover differential, plus 12, 60 sacks. And of course, they got the dual threat, Lamar, who is not only passing exceptionally, but he's the leading rusher for the whole team.
And you have their receivers, Zay Flowers. You got Isaiah Likely, who's coming up as their tight end. Also, Mark Andrews is supposed to be apparently back, but they were saying that they're probably going to keep Isaiah Likely since he's still on it. So, yeah. And if Mark Andrews does come in the game as their tight end, he'll do so. But they have some threats on their team.
Well, you know, the Kansas City, they have done some amazing things. That's just the truth. Now, they have built it as MVP quarterback versus MVP quarterback. Both have won MVP. Now, some say Lamar is the most dangerous. I say that Patrick is the most creative. He's a capable runner, but Lamar is a reluctant, effective runner.
I agree.
Patrick is the master of comebacks. Lamar puts his foot on your neck early and he keeps it there.
Try to get up off of this. Try to move off of this.
And this is their 6th straight AFC championship appearance, Kansas City. 4th, if they get this, it'll be their 4th Super Bowl appearance. You know, they're going against the number 1 defense. And Patrick has completed 63%, 477 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 60 rushing yards so far in the postseason. But Lamar, listen.
It's Lamar. Come on. Lamar hasn't played in a real, he's always been hurt when it comes to playoffs. So we now get a chance to see what Lamar's all about. And Lamar's showing up. So at the end of the day, and then they have a divisional championship. I mean, not divisional. We up in conference championship now. So Lamar's about to be on 1,000. He was on 100 last week. He on 1,000 this week.
And see, he's already said, everybody is saying the same thing. He has a look in his eyes that they've never seen.
He's hungry. He's
very hungry. And listen, I told y'all last week, they said something about that doggone cognitive test. The S2. That they say now they say it was a malfunction and there was an error in the reporting of the scores for CJ Stroud. Listen.
Don't be trying to get down on CJ. CJ had an amazing season.
Now they're talking about not using the test no more. Because you know they used to use a written test. When Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and all them took the test, it was a written comprehensive test. So now they use something on the computer to see how fast they're going to react to what happened on the field.
Are they doing this prior to them going on the field as a concussion call protocol?
No, this is in the draft process. This is the combine draft process. They got to see how smart they think they is. But we see that ain't prove nothing because the person that scored the highest on this class was the doggone boy over at Carolina who had the worst year. And so
what? Bryce was really the first person, the highest. I didn't know he was the highest. Yeah, he did.
So-called lowest was CJ Stroud. So how effective and accurate is that test?
We all know that testing is not true.
Testing ain't true. So now, all of that being said, ladies and gentlemen, who you got? Who you got? We need y'all to put it in the comments. Who is going to win? Baltimore or Kansas City? Who you got?
I say Ravens. I got Ravens.
What's your score? Come on with it.
34-14.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think they're going to blow out Kansas City.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I think Kansas City has, like I said, they've been playing a little sloppy. And it's like they don't come alive until certain parts. So if anything, you know what? I'll give them 17-34. But they still ain't winning. Baltimore got this.
I got Baltimore 32, Chiefs 21. Because, see, the Chiefs going to come out in the second half and try to just destroy
That's
them.
what I said. They're going to try.
I think they're going to score, but they're going to need 2 more scores back because they just... This defense looked like the Ray Lewis defense. Them boys is tackling. These boys are on it, and they're going to the ball. Find the ball. Follow the ball. Go to the ball. Everybody at the ball. Come on with it.
All right. Well, also, I will say with the Chiefs, if you've noticed their last couple of games, they won by either a field goal or just one score. They haven't been blowing out people. So that's why I said that, because technically if the Bills kicker did not miss that field goal, they would have won into overtime, and I think the Bills would have won. So
listen. We're gonna talk about the Bills in another segment with that fire high thing called. I don't like all of the talk I get with all of the defending Josh Allen like he's been mistreated or something. He can't win football games in the postseason. They talking about him like
he has kryptonite.
Like somebody stole his lollipop.
He had kryptonite. His kryptonite is called the Bengals and the Chiefs.
It's called everybody in the postseason.
That's the only two people that he's lost against.
But we can't get sidetracked. But ain't nobody interviewing Bill Belichick. But that's a whole nother thing. Okay, we're gonna keep going.
I mean, we were for a second.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Sorry, we went to another segment in the second. Sorry, back to
focus. I got woosah, woosah. Okay. So we got the Lions at the 49ers. Look here.
Ooh, the Lions. Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. I got so many notes. I've been watching Sports Center, Get Up, Unsportsmanlike, I've been watching Sports Center. I've been watching everything, trying to get everything that I can get. Listen, Detroit. I didn't realize this. First of all, Jahmyr Gibbs. Folks was fussing about them taking Jahmyr. He was the number 12th pick overall in the 2023 draft. Gibbs.
Really? Detroit took a running? I mean, yeah, they took him for
and look at what he has done. Look at what he has.
Oh, that's right. They picked twice in the first, right? I can't remember.
So wait a minute. They got your boy that you've been talking about since preseason.
Sam Laporta?
Brown.
Oh, St. Brown. Oh, yeah.
Brown. All right. And now you remember they threw away Jared Goff like he was just a misfit. Duh. He's showing up and showing out. And we're not even going to talk about the little rookie sensation tight end, Laporta. We come on now. Wait a minute. Now, before you came along, Master T, last year, I told everybody about Aiden Hutchinson. It may have been 2 years ago.
He was their number one pick when they were and people were not happy with that because I remember that.
Telling them that was the first season that I did a lot on college because they were just pumping up this boy. And I said, who is this boy? And now we see who he is because he's leading in the postseason with 3 sacks. Okay. Now, I just believe, I know I said the 49ers, I know I said that they, look, I'm like my son now. When he get the line, he's stuttering. I know I said the 49ers, but
she did actually. If we go back to the first episode, you guys, I think Miss Natalie literally said Super Bowl was going to be the Ravens and 49ers, if I remember.
Go back and look at it. Go back and look at it.
Go back to like episode 4. I think when we were first going through teams and stuff, I think she called it. So I don't know.
What can I
like might have something on Vegas that I don't know. She should have helped me with my fantasy football on one of them.
Now, although I said that,
she going back on it because she wanted. Well, she like everybody else. Everybody want Detroit to go.
Everybody wants Detroit to go.
Everybody wants Detroit to go.
Deebo Samuel's shoulder is hurt. Now, without him, they're not hitting on 2 squats of a biscuit. Without him, okay, they are 1-3, and they only score 18 points a game. With him, they score 30 plus points, and they are 12-2 with him. But without him, they've only won 1 game, and they've lost 3. Brock's game, listen, he had a game-winning drive, 69 yards, 12 plays, 6 minutes left. But we have seen this of Brock. And whereas I thought it was going to be kind of smooth sailing for Brock, it's been a lot more rocky than I anticipated. And
I'm not gonna lie, I think him and Patrick Mahomes, I feel like if anything, if we're gonna have a even up Super Bowl match between rocky teams, the Chiefs and the 49ers would be it, because both quarterbacks have been kind of, Some of their players have been they're not really consistent like we wanted them to be. I feel like the Chiefs are way are more inconsistent than the 49ers, but the 49ers became more inconsistent after when they've had their first loss, and then it kind of knocked them off. So
Now,
I don't know. Now the Lions though.
listen, I'm gonna tell you what they better be aware of. Now, there was a lot of controversy about that rule where when you fumble the ball into the end zone and it comes back on the 20-yard line, or you fumble out of bounds, it go where the hash mark. Listen, Ryan Clark had a very good explanation of it, and it makes perfect sense. If the tip of that football break the plane, as we said in episode number 2 or 3 of the season, where we explained all the rules to you guys.
Go back and watch it if you
Go
can't
back and
remember
watch,
anything.
get ready. If the tip of the ball can touch the end zone, the same thing applies if it fumbles into the end zone. It must come out.
It should be considered either, depending on how it is, it could be considered a touchback or a safety.
Safety, right. So they was squapping about that. But we do know that they do have a superstar officiating team for the Super Bowl and beyond. Let me see what else I got to tell y'all to make sure I get it all in. We got Fire High Retired coming up. We're gonna record that for y'all this week.
Also, to let y'all know about the officials for Super Bowl, they make sure that all these officials, throughout the season, they make sure they kind of watch the officials, and they pretty much pick the best of them. They make sure, like the ones when we have these calls that everybody's like, what, that was a game changer and stuff, that kind of counts towards them when it comes to if they want to officiate for Super Bowl, because you can't be having officials messing up very big major plays, especially on this grounds. So usually, if you ever notice, Super Bowl has less controversial calls, in a sense where people are like, that should have been called back or something like that. And that's because they try to make sure that these officials are number one in all this stuff. Oh, ESPN just went off.
And they are investigating that crew that had them terrible calls back at the beginning of the wild card. They are investigating that crew. So I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it. Ever since all this betting came out, y'all better watch these officials. They greasing their pockets. So just be careful. Now, so we didn't call no scores for this Lions and 49ers.
There are, well, when I was watching Good Morning Football and all that other stuff, they were saying that this is going to be an interesting one, because they said pretty much their teams are pretty much even in a sense of how their players are. Like Deebo Samuels and Amar St. Brown are pretty much the same as like wide receivers. Sam Laporta and George Kittle, like they all evenly match up. So I think it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be interesting to see Detroit on the road, since they've had their last 2 games at home. So.
Okay, because in the postseason right now, St. Brown is number 3 with 187 yards. Rashid Rice is number 5 with 177. Travis Kelce, 146. Reynolds, 107 from Detroit.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot to talk about David.
Wait a minute. And Jamar Gibbs from Detroit, 83.
I forgot to talk about David Montgomery.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about how he switched.
So listen, did you hear all the people I just named from Detroit with the high?
That was pretty much a lot of those people she named were from Detroit, you guys.
Yeah. Come on.
So
not one 49er. The only 49er I named was George Kittle.
Dang, not even Christian McCaffrey?
That's receiving yards. And then DeJuan Jennings got 61. Come on now.
It's all Detroit.
All Detroit. Jameson Williams from Detroit. All of them names I done said from Detroit. Come on now. What?
Dun, 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 dun. So who you got, Miss Natalie?
Listen.
Your heart wants to say Detroit.
My heart wants to say Detroit. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm wavering back and forth. I am wavering. But I'm gonna step out there and I'm gonna say Detroit 32, 49ers
28.
Yeah.
That was
I just believe that the camaraderie that Detroit has, the healing that has come to that city, the passion that the coach has for the players, the city, and the NFL. And I want them to make it because I've been doing I want them and the Ravens to make it because I got some interesting stories.
She got the players on, about people's lives.
I really want to share these things, but I want to do it for the Super Bowl. So I got 32-28 49ers. What you got?
Well, my mic fell, so I don't know
what Yeti say.
The Yeti. I don't know because it keep on falling now. So I'm like, Miss Natalie, my heart is like, I really want Detroit to go, but I don't know if Vegas wants it to be a Ravens.
Vegas want the 49ers because they already got logos out with the 49ers and the Ravens colors. That's what Vegas want.
And I don't know how much for real Vegas runs stuff. I hope they don't. I hope the players are like, F y'all Vegas, we gonna do it our way. But I hope Detroit goes in there and like has a big upset and we all go, what? I also think that it will be, honestly, I think it will be a better Super Bowl watching the Ravens and Detroit against each other. So I'm going with Detroit.
Okay.
Now, if the 49ers win, I'm going to be like, Vegas screwed this. Or
what kind of score are you talking?
I think it'll be like I'm going to say 31-28.
Okay, 31-28. Now,
I think it's going to be a field goal that's going to change the dynamics.
I just wanted to check something really quick.
Speaking of which, let me check the weather in
check the weather.
San Francisco.
The defense, the tackles, and the sack. I already told you that Aiden is leading in sacks with 3. Yeah. Total defense, the leader still is Baltimore. Team stats, yards allowed is still Baltimore. Only 213 yards allowed. San Francisco is next with 330. Then Kansas City, 316. And Detroit, 416. So,
look at this. Okay, you guys. What are we going into on Sunday for them playing? We have partly cloudy, high of 73, low of 51, 4% chance of rain. Oh, wow. It will, they have a wind of 5 miles per hour. That's it.
Okay.
So they're going to have a really nice day to play. Well, a really nice night. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. All right. So now, that being said, those are the predictions. I had a question I wanted to make sure I asked. Answer this question in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, to be entered into the gift card giveaway. Do the 49ers need Deebo Samuels to win? We've already said we don't think they're going to win anyhow, but do they need him to win? And how many touchdowns do you think Lamar will get?
4.
How many?
I'm saying
last
4.
week he threw for 2 and he ran for 2. You say 4?
Which was 4. I say 4.
I say 4 too this time. So me, Master T, we both say 4. What do you say? Put it in there. Put your comments in there, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for watching. If you forgot at the beginning, go ahead and hit the like button and share the video with some of your friends. We've given you some stats. We've given you everything that we can think of to give you, to help you make a decision about the game, to get ready for this upcoming Super Bowl, all of the above. We love you. We thank you.
Yes,
we hope
guys,
that you
thank
like
you.
what we're doing. We are having so much fun, and we are preparing for you for the Super Bowl. Let us know what you want. Talk to us. Let us know something. We thank you. What else?
Yes, bye.
You got anything else?
Not much, guys. I'll see y'all next week or later on this week when we do fire, hire, retire, because that's gonna be
fire,
interesting.
hire,
Because some people
retire.
just got
Where these
hired.
coaches going? Because we got a whole lot of vacancies going
There's a
on.
lot of movements going on too. Vacancies.
Shake it. Thank y'all. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.